I feel super high.
All right, so who do you identify with on the chart?
My
Where's your daddy come from?
father's grandparents are from Guadalajara.
Okay, so that'll make you
Might be Zebulon or
Issachar. No, he said Guadalajara, not Guatemala. Okay, so yeah, that's you right there, brother. That's you. That's your tribe. So
That's what we were called back in the day, or what?
yeah. In
Like-
fact,
that's how the Most High knows us.
that's how the Most High knows us. And yes, we were called that back in the day because we lost our heritage, right?
Of course,
Yeah.
after generations of generations.
Right.
Drug use
And how about conquest
Mis-
and divide and conquer and
there's people who
misinformation?
want to
Yeah.
give us the wrong information.
Right.
There's always someone out there who's trying
Yeah,
to
we
misguide
just
us
read that.
so
Get
we
me,
don't
get me that
know,
in
so we
the
don't
Psalms.
know.
Give me that in Psalms. We just read it. Check this out. We listen to this. They purposely do this to us. Why would they want to give a Mexican power?
You're right. When they
Why
give
would
us
they
the
wanna give
wrong
us-
answers? We don't know.
Right? Why would they want to give us knowledge? Right? But
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
so they walk arrogantly even against the Most High. Okay, go ahead. Let's see who these people are. Go ahead.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They taken crafty counsel against your people. This is God's people. He chose these people above all people on the face of the earth. He didn't choose anybody else. Go ahead.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Okay, we're the hidden ones because nobody knows we're these people. Yeah. We're the lost sheep of Israel, right? Nobody knows we're these people. Go ahead.
They have said,
Well, some people don't.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
The people in power know. So they consulted to cut us off as a nation. Go ahead.
That the name of Israel may no more be in remembrance.
So that we don't remember that we're the Israelites. Okay, go ahead.
That was it.
All right. So and see, this is how they consult, right? So our people are strung up on these doctrines, right? Right. This is how they string up on the doctrines of men, right? So all these white boys created all the churches and religions that we know, right? But they're giving us doctrines based on them. When these crackers didn't want us in their congregations in the first place, you understand? But then they figured, hey, we can make some good money if we allow everybody to come in, right? And make sure we pass that plate around and we get and we get that cake, right? Right. But see, we're not part of a church here, brother. We just brothers like you, accepting you as a brother like us, and trying to give you information out of love. We don't make no money here. We don't ask for no money. We don't got no boss that tells us to get here. We don't got no pastor that tells us to be here. The only one that wants us to be here is the Most High, and then we obediently listen to His word and go about to love our neighbors, because your neighbor is your own people. It's not you think you're gonna call the cracker a neighbor? He ain't your neighbor. He's your he's your conqueror, and he's never going to give up that title. He's always going to be be above you. He's never. You talk about, they talk about equality. There's no equality here. First of all, they're not equal to us, but they think that they're higher than us, and they never give up that thought.
Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah,
He founded it.
yeah. All these crackers found.
They
created all the craziness that our people follow, right? Even
a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses.
and especially the Catholic Church,
Catholic Church, yeah.
they're the biggest idolaters, because what they give us, they give us Guadalupe, Santos, worship this, worship that. When the Most High said you're only going to worship Him, how are you going to worship all these other things made of stone and wood and stone. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2, and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit,
Right? Don't let nobody spoil you with philosophies or vain deceit
after the tradition of men,
after the tradition of men.
after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
Right? So the only instructions we should be taking is from Christ, which Christ represents the Father, and they both work in one accord. So if we're listening to Christ, we're listening to the word of the Father. Okay? And by the way, this is not Christ, right? I asked a lot of people that walk by here, who is this? Oh, that's Jesucristo, right? But they gave us this.
Like
But
someone created that.
yeah, Caesar Borgia was created by, Caesar Borgia is the man behind the face. Okay, they used his face to create this, and Leonardo da Vinci uh, painted it. Right. So it was the beginning of white supremacy, the Renaissance era, because see the images used to be dark like this, right? And so when they were coming into power, they were saying, no, 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 get them niggas off my wall. Yeah, make them bright and white like us. You know what I mean? And so they started changing the images so that they could look like this, so that we could always pay that homage and so we can have that burned in our brain that
My mom always told me that. She said that where Jesus came from, the people are dark. You know?
Yeah.
She told me that when I was a little kid.
yeah, we all thought about that.
Believer?
Yeah, of course. You know.
Yeah.
I did.
So the description is found in two places. It's found in Revelations and it's found in Daniel's. And the description that he gave was that he had skin of bronze. This is bronze right here, and that he had hair of wool. Right? These are
wow,
sheep
maybe Jesus
and woolly
was
people.
in-
Jesus was. He looked more like this. Now I'm not telling you to worship that image, but this is a better depiction of what he looks like.
That's more realistic.
This is more realistic. Like if a forensic artist was to come over here, hey, who stole your bag? Well, he looked like this, man. He had a beard and he was kind of light skinned. He had tattoos. He had this thing on his head. You know what I mean? And they're gonna draw me out like that. This is the guy that stole your bag, right? So this is a better forensic description than that, right? That's nowhere close to what the Bible describes, right? So yeah, brother, we here. This is what we're here to do. We're here to show you that you're a prince on the earth, brother, and you should carry yourself that way. So what do you need to do once you find out this information that you are an Israelite? You need to come back to His law, statutes, and commandments. Come back to the instructions, right?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city.
Okay. So guess what? I'm gonna tell you that not everyone can enter through the gates. Now you would think, I tell you that, you would think, oh, it's just the people that do, pray and do everything. No, it's a certain people the people that do the laws, the commandments, right? And who are the only people capable of doing that? Is these people. So basically, God only elected these people. The Bible tells us that He only elected these people. Okay? Get me Deuteronomy 7 and 6, and then get him and hold while you're there in Revelation so he can see the gates after that. I'm going to show him. So he says, so you may enter to those gates. Let's see who can enter through those gates. All right? Only the 12 tribes. Watch, read. Read the gates first. Read the gates first.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, verse 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from Yahweh.
All right, so he's showing him Jerusalem descending out of heaven. This is John the Revelator. He's revealing Christ to him. He's revealing the kingdom. He's revealing everything that's going to come to us, right? So he's revealing how the kingdom of heaven is, right?
Verse 12, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates.
Okay, so the wall had 12 gates. Wait a minute. We have 12 tribes. We have 12 gates. Go ahead, read.
And at the gates, 12 angels.
And then you got 12 angels in front of the gates like bouncers in a club, ensuring that these 12 are going to go through and not somebody that's not on the list. You ain't on the list. Go ahead.
And names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Bro, this is the Bible saying this. What we reading from? King James Bible. Same Bible everybody got. But why doesn't the pastor, the people that designed this, explain that, wait, only the 12 tribes of Israel are going to go through those gates? So why are they trying to convert everybody? Why are they trying to say, hey, Chinese man, gay man, white man, any man, come on through. You're welcome right to the gates of heaven, right? Saint Nick is going to be there, the pearly gates, welcoming you in.
Yeah,
There's no such thing.
There's just one gate, that big pearly gate, but we just read that there's 12,
12.
gates. With
12.
the 12 names of the children of Israel.
And 12 big
What
bouncer
verse is
angels,
that?
not Saint Nick.
That was Revelation 21, verse 12.
Revelation 21.
Now I'm going to show you that God is a racist. He's only about his people. It's Deuteronomy 7:6.
I got 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 24.
That one works well too. Go
But
ahead.
thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel to be a people unto thee forever, and thou, Lord, art become their God.
These are the people to them to forever. But still get me that Deuteronomy 7:6 because I like when it says above. So you can know that you're above everyone else.
Amen, brother.
Watch.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
These are the people that he's talking about. The people that he just said that Israel will be a people to him forever, right? So he says, these are the people holy unto him. Okay? Go ahead.
Holy means set apart.
Set apart, separate. Right, go ahead.
The Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
A special people unto himself,
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
above all people that are on the face of the earth. So
Was he trying to say that 12 tribes are above all?
above all. Above all, partner. Above all. So this is,
Feel good.
yeah,
Now I
absolutely,
feel
because you
special.
need to, you have to feel special. But the only way you could take that one step further, brother, is that you need to come back to his ways,
I got that.
right? Because if you don't come back to his ways,
To know all this, right? It's
not as to all know, because you come in as a babe. You still a baby? Look, he's the oldest guy here. He's still a baby. But you know what? He's my special baby. Why? Because he's come to the fold. And so we're going to bring him up and we're going to nurture him and we're going to take care of him. And we're going to bring him up like the special prince that he is. You understand? And if you was to come to the fold, you don't have to come to my fold, any fold. I'm not saying you have to come to the most high's fold. Okay? Recognize that you're an Israelite and you got to do what Israelites need to do. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What does he require of you?
But to fear the Lord thy God,
To fear him
to walk in all his ways,
and to walk all his ways,
and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
he commanded you to do it. So if he commanded you to do it, like we said, right? These people didn't listen, so the curses befell them. So you want to still live as a cursed man, or you want to live as the Prince of Israel that you are? You understand? The Prince of Power that you can be, right? Like what they used to say, the Army's slogan: "Be all you can be," right? So be all you can be for the Lord, the best power in the universe, right? So get me Ecclesiastic 13, the whole duty of man. Yeah, this is the only thing God requires of you, and it's not that hard. That's why I try to get to that with the people that were here before. I was teaching a small group that was here listening attentively. All praises to the Most High for that. But I said, man, it's not grievous to do what the Most High wants, right? There's a verse in the Bible that tells us that we need to. The first 5 books is the instructions, right? Is the law, right? And so that's what we need to use to build up our lives, to walk in our ways, right? And so in one of them, it says, wear these fringes with the cord of blue, right? This is an identifier, right? If it wasn't for this, I would have not known this man. We identified ourselves through these fringes. You understand? I wouldn't have known this man if it wasn't through these fringes. You know what I'm saying? So this was an identifier. It works. It also works because you say, I represent something. This is my uniform. This is the uniform of the Most High. This is what he wants us to wear, right? So that we can identify ourselves as Hebrew Israelites. It's a small thing. Yeah, the Aztec. What do you think when you wear the ponchos? What's on the bottom of the ponchos? Fringes. They were doing it. They were doing it. The tribe of Issachar was doing it. That's where they got it from. And so you said this was us way, 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 way back in the day, right? So yeah, it was, right? So this is what happened. These are two kingdoms, right?
Yeah,
And this
southern and
kingdom,
northern.
right? Israel got split into two, and just a short version. They went and they went into captivity into Assyria, and then a prophet Ezra, he was like that day's Moses. He led us out of that captivity into the mainlands of North and South America, and as we went disembarking, as tradition would dictate, right? We always took our piece of land. So they started taking their piece of land, right? Naphtali started taking down there by Argentina. Asher took up from Colombia to Uruguay. Zebulon took up from Guatemala, Panama, and the Mexicans took up Mexico, and so forth and so forth. They started taking their pieces of land. When the explorers came here, they had to come with Hebrew interpreters because they knew. In fact, Columbus followed Ezra's route to get here after us. Okay?
Oh,
This is a lot of information that they don't tell us, and when they do it subliminally. Because you can watch the movie 1492
they don't
and
want
they
us to
tell you this.
understand.
Yeah, they tell you
You
this.
know,
Yeah, but yeah,
where can I get
you
this information from? The Bible or like on
no,
the internet or what? Or
no,
is
you
there,
get the information from the Bible. We get the information from the Bible,
but
but
this is pretty deep, man.
right,
I
but
mean, I don't know how you
right,
gathered all this stuff.
because
It's real deep, bro.
because when you do what the Most High wants you to do, He's going to anoint you with the knowledge. That's the gift, right? Didn't I talk to you today about that? When you put your best foot forward to do the right thing for the
When
Most
you
High,
put in effort.
His gift is wham. Is the Spirit. He blesses you with the Holy Spirit. He anoints you, and that Holy Spirit blesses you with teaching you all things, the knowledge. Okay,
Being
so
guided.
right, and you got it. But you know, sometimes you need brothers that have gone before you to help you along. So how do you get to where we're at? Then you need to call us, study with us, or look at other brothers doing the work on YouTube. You know, we use YouTube as a platform to get out to
To
everyone,
spread the word,
to
you
spread the
know.
word, right? Isn't it more effective than just going from town to town like the old apostles used to do or the old prophets used to do? They didn't have the movement that we can have through the internet. So in fact, a device that was created where people would say, "Oh, that's technology is not good." We're using it against the powers that be to spread our message while it's being able to be spread, because you know that they're at war with the amendments, right? With the Constitution, right? So not only are they trying to take away our guns, they're trying to take away our mouth, right? So if I say the wrong thing on my video right now, They'll
Cut it off.
they'll cut me. They'll cut that particular video off. If I do it too much, they'll cut my whole channel. And there goes all the spreading of what all the work that I put in
So this is
down
why
the
you
Zoom.
guys do this.
We do it here, but we record and we spread it out abroad. And so I got brothers I'm in touch with in Chicago,
I
in
saw
Puerto
some
Rico.
brothers doing this in West LA.
Yeah, they
They
do
had
it,
some information like this.
brother.
I swear to God,
We're
they
all
did.
over the place.
They
They
did.
have them purple robes.
They, to be honest,
You remember?
it was a couple months ago.
Yeah.
But they was doing some things like this, and I was like, what?
So what's your deal? You just like moving
I
about,
just,
or what's going
I'm
on?
from Cali. I'm from LA.
Okay.
But right now I'm staying in El Paso.
Okay.
But back home I saw some brothers doing something like this.
Right.
So like I mean, there's people doing it in state to state.
Yeah. Nah. We're all over the place, man, and we give all praises to the Most High that He charged us with this little piece of Texas. You know, this is our little corner of the world, and we're gonna do whatever we gotta do to wake up the lost sheep. Because contrary to belief, we cannot convert nobody. You're either destined for this or you're not. He either chose you or he didn't. So I don't know if you're chosen or not, but the fact of your interest and your curiosity as to know what's going on will prompt me to feed you more so that I can have an awakening come out of you, and the Most High can be glorified by that, and the angels can rejoice, and so will I, because I love you, because I don't even know you, but I love you because I know you're part of this lineage, right? And if you was to come out, of your wicked ways and come back to your ways, I will love you even more. You understand? Because now I'm gonna nurture you how best I can do, right? So
And
what
it's
you got?
important that you come back to these things, brother, because the only way Christ's kingdom gonna be set up is if the 144,000 are sealed,
Right.
which means 12,000 from each of those tribes right there have to wake up to who they are.
There has to be a certain amount of people to actually.
There's millions, but the 144 is the cream of the crop. Right. They're right. Khan, thank you for the water.
Body of the Most High who's going to reign when Christ rules the earth.
Yeah.
That 144,000 from each tribe is going to be set up like the government. So just think of it like now. This society copies everything from the Bible. How many senators are there? 144, right? See that? And they know this. That's why they copy all the governmental, economics, everything. It's all in that book. All these nations copy from that book, right? We don't. That's why we're at the bottom, right?
Because something that they know that we don't know, they know who we are.
Right.
We don't know who we are. But because they know who we are, they're like a clone opposition to us, right? They want to be everything like us, knowing that they can't be us. So they rather destroy us because they feel that they're gonna be destroyed, or in their or in their convoluted mind, they think that they can war with the Most High, and they know that that's gonna be a tough task to take on. You know what I mean? But that's why they create new forces like the Space Force and shit like that, because they think that they can prepare for it. But the Most High is too crafty for them. But brother,
This right here.
this is in Spanish and this is in English.
This is for
I
me.
was running out of tin. Yeah, man. I call these my pearls, bro. I only give this to people that are really interested. I don't give this to
I'll
any
read it.
willy nilly. So this is how you find us, Lost Sheep Israelites on YouTube, and you can learn with us there. There's other brothers that teach, and if you ever want my phone number or anything to communicate with us, just email me, and I'll get back to you, brother.
Right on.
What's your name?
Anthony Mendoza.
Anthony. That's my brother's name, Anthony. Okay, brother. But
Thank you for your time, guys.
all right, brother. So, like I said, we're here for you, man. If you thought this was deep and interesting, brother, we haven't even scratched the surface about how deep the rabbit hole goes, brother. Yeah. Follow the channel. Communicate with us. Yeah, Lost Sheep Israelites, brother. We're the Lost Sheep of Israel. That's our camp name. Ovejas Perdidas in Spanish, and so just that gives you a synopsis of how we get down, what we do. Shalom means peace unto you. Khan, shalom, king. You're a prince, brother. Remember that. Don't forget it, bro. And reach out to us, brother. We would love to hear from you. Shalom.